We need to take a moment to truly appreciate just how twisted and messed up the Most Notorious Talker actually is. I'm going to go as far to say episode 8 is easily the most messed up thing I've seen this season, which is saying something because there's been some pretty disturbing things, and different levels of disturbing. I mean, Uzumaki went twisted visually. You have ReZero doing some crazy stuff both visually and psychologically. Dawn to Dawn with its most latest episode as of the recording of this video. Emotionally disturbing with what a mother went through. But you would think in an episode where the MC's heart was actually physically ripped out of his body and was pulsating in the creepiest bastard's hand would be the most crazy thing you've seen. In this episode, at least. The dude in question who we were dueling against, I think many people were just hoping he died because he was a scumbag. No, he got a fate way worse than death. So when he says initially that he's gonna go live with the pigs, it doesn't really seem that bad. Like, yeah, it's not gonna be pleasant, but I mean, forced to eat with pigs isn't the crazy. No, they're gonna cut his hands off, his feet off, so it's nothing but stumps. And through however many years this boy lives, is going to be so psychologically broken to the point of thinking he's a pig. And the amount of shit I swear this creepy bastard will probably put him through as a pig, that is more messed up than anything I think I could have thought of. Full live reactions over on Patreon. If you want to see my full and good thoughts on this talker insanity over there exclusively. This could have been a season finale if we're being honest. We still have another 4 episodes left and I'm happy for that. Koga has officially joined the crew like we knew he would. The way they went about that, very, very fun. Seems like he ended up getting the contract, the slave contract, because he defeated his slave owner, so therefore the contract seemingly was pushed onto him. No surprise, our boys are like, I have no need for a slave. You're free, do what you will. So obviously Koga, for the first time in his life, gets to decide what he wants to do, which is, I want to follow you, you're strong. And it's kind of wild, and it feels like it should be too much whiplash, but it works really well. We go from psychological pig mutilation to Koga and Alma acting like siblings where mom and dad just told you to play nice. They work well together in the moment, but when it's all said and done, they start bickering like who gets the kill, or the vibe I got from them was basically 2 siblings arguing about how mom said it's my turn to play Xbox, and then neither one of them gets to play Xbox when it's over. For as questionable as Alma is about how she's the big sis, and despite her big sis energy wanting to motorboat her little bro, or emo says what, it's really Noel being the dad to these 2, because Jesus, it shouldn't work on paper, but the whiplash of insanity meets comedy actually surprisingly worked. So, the duel was pretty good. It was clever. Something I have to give props about this show is that you went from Noel admitting that he's nowhere close to being as strong as Koga, to then him saying, I'm gonna fight him and win. Sure, he pops a little potion, whatever that's gonna do, but you still, that's gonna feel more like a plot convenient way of winning. No, he actually does it pretty well. He basically manipulates him into thinking that he has no ammo left, and we can see he's using basically ice rounds. We see that when he's shooting. So when he gets slashed on his chest, he's like, haha, dumbass. I said I didn't have any more ammo in my gun. Got plenty of ammo here, and then the ice ruptures on him, and then we send his bitch ass into cardiac arrest and we win. There was a pretty metal moment that he does before that. So our boy says, with full confidence, you can have my arm. And I truly believe he meant that. Had Koga been able to cut through his arm, I think he would have been okay losing his arm there. Like he had that psycho energy, and the way he tensed his muscle up to flip the sword, to tense your forearm up, to stop a blade and throw that away is crazy. This is what I mean. There's so many of those moments. There's that moment. Then there's this dude saying, hey, come work with me. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then he rips his heart out. And it's pulsating in his hand. And what would a normal person do in this situation? I mean, if you value your life, you're probably going to say, I'll work for you, boss, because I don't want to die. Or you're going to be like, no, I won't, and then you die. Noel's so crazy and so unhinged that he can look this psycho man in the eyes and say, hey, you ain't gonna do shit, boss. Give me back that heart. I'm gonna rise above. And he's like, you're a coward. Like, yeah, in a dog-eat-dog world, you want to eliminate those that are gonna be stronger than you someday. But you got no balls. I generally wonder, in all of the movies and shows and stuff I've seen, where a psycho's pointed a gun to a character's head, if we only just would have been like, you got no balls, bitch, how often would that have worked? Because it worked flawlessly here. And, I just love the snake animation, like the way it feels. Whether it's in this episode or any of the... I think there's been a snake almost every episode, if not every episode, where it feels like either he's being wrapped around, coiled around by a snake, or he's doing that to other people. The man's not physically, like, wrapping a snake around this man's heart, but the way through pure intimidation he was able to do that is insane. This show is good. I've said it once, I've said it probably 10 times, and I'll say it probably 100 times. This is Edge done right. It is edgy. Edge does not equal bad. Edge can be in many different forms, and this is how you do it. You have this element of, oh my god, like, at face value, saying, okay, we're gonna cut you up and make you into a pig and make you walk around. Like, yeah, that's pretty crazy, but the character who said it is like a mafia boss. Like, yeah, that's what a psycho bitch in his position probably would do. And he seems quite perverted too, given what he makes his henchmen wear. I don't mean to put this in your mind if you didn't think of it yourself, but I have to imagine he's gonna make him sleep with the pigs, and I don't mean just nap time. He's probably gonna do that. Let's be 100%. It is so edgy in such the right way, and the fact that you allow Noelle to actually have a personality outside of I'm hard and badass makes it so it doesn't feel like some of these other shows with those types of characters who just feel like, okay, you got no personality beyond I feel nothing. Like, this man, he's determined, but I like the crew he's building, and I like the pace that they're building it with. It would definitely be interesting to see if we do get a season 2, if they would introduce more to his clan eventually. Like, you assume they have to, but right now it feels like a pretty good party that's been formed. But definitely the most messed up thing I've seen this season in terms of cutting a man's limbs off and forcing him to be a pig for life. I want to say he doesn't deserve it, but he does, but damn. Thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course ring that bell. Like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. So today we got Hime Meow Toga, Misto Dreamer, Isaac Seitling, Kusho, Sebastian Price, Dude, Kato, and we also have a James, so I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you'll have a good one.